Hi, we're going to take a look at a returned BM787BT, the new Bluetooth version, I believe it is. I think it's the first returned one I've actually had, like failed, like a new customer. So let's have a look at it. And no, it's a 786. I thought it was the BT one. Okay, once again, very few returns and thousands of items shipped. So let's have a look at it. Oh, the batteries are separate. It's brand new. I think it's still got the protective film on it. And because these are the original batteries, let's see if it actually has any batteries. And no, we're gonna have to install them. Okay, I double checked. These batteries are good, so let's go ahead and put them in. Yeah, as I said, the 780 series, very rare that one is faulty. So let's go. And as it's brand new, we got it and out of the box. The fault is that it won't turn on. All the segments turn on, like it's going through its self-test, which normally lasts like a second or half a second or whatever it is, and it just doesn't turn off. So that is the apparent fault. So let's double check. Oh, there it is already. Yep, sure enough. Yeah, it's just staying there. That's interesting. Wow. I wonder, because the 786 is reprogrammable, like the user can't reprogram, but I've signed an NDA and I've got the programmer for this thing, so I can actually reflash the processor in this. So I might actually give that a go. But sure enough, I've never known any primer meter to do this, actually, let alone the 780 series. So yeah, that is really odd. So I think I'll just try and reflash it and see what happens. So down there, you can see that is the program header, J1 down there. Sorry, I'm not allowed to tell you what the processor is or show you the programmer that I'm using. It's under NDA. It's only for dealers like myself who, if there is a firmware change, we can actually change our stock. Or in this particular case, if there's something potentially wrong, I could try and reflash it anyway. So let me plug this in. It's a real small pin pitch. Wouldn't be the first time I've accidentally plugged that in like one pin off or something. So, yep, there we go. We can do this in the, oh, yep, there we go. Even if it's in the off position, there you go. That is coming, that is on, because it can bypass the off switch because it has direct power through to the processor. So I've got my external programmer here. So let me press program and see what happens. I've actually got the firmware programmed into my programmer, so I don't have to hook it up to a PC or anything. So busy, it's erasing. Can't show you, but it is erasing it. So it's talking to it. It's talking to the processor. It's programming. Come on, you can do it. Program OK. Checksum. I got a green OK LED. Well, let's try it again, shall we? I mean, offhand, I can't see how just reprogramming it would fix this. It seems like each unit's tested and calibrated before it leaves the factory, so it'd be odd if it worked. But there you go. No, it's fixed. That is weird, isn't it? The processor just needed to kick up the pants. That is odd, because as I said, every one of these is factory tested, factory calibrated, of course, so it's got to work before, as soon as it's finished the calibration and testing process, it goes straight in the box, and Bob's your uncle, and he gets shipped out. So how that happened, I've got no idea. Weird. Yeah, no, the processor's just done something silly bugger, and just overriding that worked just fine. Very quick accuracy test. This should be 1.4801. I'm just using another meter to compare with. 1.4800. So it's within one least significant digit of another BM786 that I've just got on my bench here. So yeah, it's calibrated. I'll do a better check than that, but that's odd. there you go. That's assuming I test that. The calibration check that, spot check it on the ranges. That's repaired. That's odd. I don't know. Leave it in the comments down below. Have you ever seen that? What would cause all those segments to come on? That's like the processor not... I think maybe when it goes on, I'm not sure if that's the... Is there a Hicon LCD driver chipset in there? I think. Yeah, I just so happen to have a faulty PCB just lying here. Scrap PCB, not sure what for. Yeah, so that's the display driver up there, the Hicon HY2613C. I'm not sure what happens when you like power that on. Does it just power on all segments and then the processor down here has to override that? Yes, they just branded BTC, which is Bryman Technology Corporation, of course. I can only presume that, yeah, like the processor just didn't boot for whatever reason, and it couldn't send the command to clear the LCD. And because I can't imagine the processor booting up and then sending an LCD, like a turning on all segments, and then kind of failing. But you never know. I don't know. Because I don't believe there's a separate bootloader in here, like bootloader code, and then it executes the program. Because when we were programming this thing over here, it was override. It was just going on to the direct program pins here. It's not like it's going through like a, you know, some sort of serial interface. So I don't believe there's a boot, although I've never seen the code, don't have access to it. I don't believe that there's like a boot mode or whatever for it, but you never know. I don't know. That is weird. So, there you go. Anyway, that fixed it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Great. Repair. Thoughts and comments down below. Catch you next time.